This is one thing that I do want to say about the Famine Orphans is that there's a lot of grimness, of course, from the title on. You're going to get tough stuff in there. However, you have a really good balance between the darkness and the light. There's
All right.
hope. I appreciate that because even in the worst of it, there's hope.
Well, I think one of the things I wanted to emphasize too with these girls was the idea of resilience. And we all have that. We just have to dig deep to find it. But they were put in enough situations where they had to be resilient. And there's a joy in the ones that really make it and have good, prosperous times and so on. Even the ones who've had it the hardest, may well rise up. And I think that was part of it too, that I really wanted to show that, yeah, they were victims in a way, but they fought against it. And to the extent that they had whatever it took to do it in different ways, they had different talents, different expertise, different whatever, but it was still resilience that got them to a place where they were thriving ultimately. I
Right.
worried about the title of it. I was thinking, ugh, famine, orphan. Doesn't sound like a real happy summer read, but I tried to inject just some fun parts and fun characters. I love the two characters that I came up with in the ad back,
Yes.
Malachi and Phineas, and I thought they were great fun. Even Kate says that it might not be that dull with these two here. And Bridie, I think, is somebody who comes through and, tells it like it is. And the music, there's always music and singing throughout. In fact, I came across just since I went to Boston last week at the Irish Cultural Center, there was a lady who came up to me and she said, "Have you heard the song, The Orphan Girls?" And I said, "No. I didn't know there was one." It's done by the Choral Society of the University of College Dublin. And I found it on YouTube, and it is just absolutely beautiful. It's a video of these girls all walking to the shore, and they're sailing to Australia. It's like spine chilling. It's so good. And I'm hoping to try to figure out a way to get permission to use it in some way with the presentation of the book. We shall see.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
definitely.
shall see. But it is uplifting. By the way, there's over 100 reviews on Goodreads for the Famine Orphans, and it has 4.3 stars. And Amazon so far is 4.6 stars. And those are pretty good reviews. And many of these, the women, mostly women who read it, they really cheered on the orphans. And they said they thought it might be a bit, of a downer at first, but it wasn't. That they were there with the girls every step of the way.
These girls, they
Yeah.
were so young. Kate was 16,
She
right?
was
When
16 and the youngest one in her group was 14. Mary,
yes.
who was the one, yeah.
Oh, Mary, and she was in love.
It's like, there's nothing wrong with having a good cry. A friend of mine, a guy, actually, wrote to me the other day and said, "I just finished that book in tears." But it was like not happy tears, but it just feels good to be so emotionally connected to something.
Absolutely. There are moments of grace when people are kind to these
Mm.
girls. And even the one person who was with the head cook or whatever she was at the big house, and she started out awful, and then she actually did something
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Those little kindnesses are so very important.
They make you feel that there's still goodness in the world. That came up when I was speaking at Suffolk University group on Friday. And they asked the question, what have you taken away from all of your experiences 50 years ago at Suffolk? I'll be overstating it to say Suffolk saved my life, but they started my life. They gave me my start. And I said, the lesson that I take from it is that no matter how difficult things seem, if you have the faith and the persistence, there is always somebody or something somewhere that is going to give you a hand up. And I said, I try to do that in my own life. It's kind of like pay it forward. because I feel like I was helped greatly, not just by Suffolk actually, but by other people that came into my life along the way that have helped me. And, I feel that obligation to pay it forward. And I think more than ever now, we need to be doing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it may not seem that way, but we are all in this together, connected, and what we do matters.
It affects everybody, and we don't even realize how much power we actually have to help spread good and love and peace in the world. I mean, we just think we're helpless, and we're not. We
We
really
are not.